Hi everyone, here is week 4 of our virtual lessons. Week 4, goodness me, can't believe it. I hope you're all okay. Here's a little tune for you that you should know. Sing along if you know it. So I hope it is true. I hope we will meet again very soon. Here is your video. Let's tune up. A. So I've sent you all a PDF again, as usual, and here it is. Here's my printout of it, of everybody's actually, because everybody has something slightly different. So the first thing on there is accidentals for everybody. And I want to make sure that you all know what accidentals are. So whether you play violin, viola or piano or anything else, accidentals all mean the same thing. What are accidentals? So accidentals are the sharps, the flats and the naturals. And the second question is, what are key signatures? So key signatures are a collection of these accidentals. So for example, G major, that you all know, has one sharp in it, F sharp. So it is a collection of one sharp, F sharp. D major, you all know that, I think, or most of you anyway. D major, two sharps, F sharp and C sharp. And you collect those accidentals up and you put them at the beginning of every piece of music. And that tells you, within that piece of music, what sharps to play. So if it's G major, then you're going to play F sharps throughout. So then, if you need to cancel that out and you don't want an F sharp but you want an F natural, what are you going to use? There's a clue in what I just said. And likewise flats. So the first key with one flat is F major. You all know that, I think, certainly piano players do. Violinists might not know that one. F major has one flat. And they come in an order, don't they? So I do say this to everybody right from the beginning. The sharps always come in the same order, the flats always come in the same order. So if you see a key signature and it's got one sharp, it will always be F sharp. Then if you see two sharps, it will always be F sharp, because that's always the first one, and C sharp, which is always the second one. And it carries on, so you always know the order. And the order is Father, join in if you can, Father, Christmas, gave, Dad, an electric blanket. F, C, G, D, A, E, B. Father, Christmas, gave, Dad, an electric blanket. So say you come across a piece with 6 sharps in it and you think, oh my goodness, what have I got to play here? You just remember Father, Christmas, gave, Dad, an electric. And it will always be that. It will never be anything else. And the flats, likewise, always come in the same order. Blanket, exploded, and Dad got cold feet. So B, E, A, D, blanket exploded, and Dad, G, C, F. So I had to remember it then, I'd forgotten suddenly. Blanket exploded and Dad got cold feet. And the best thing is they're backwards. So one of them is that way, if you look at it the other way, it's the other way. So Father Christmas gave Dad an electric blanket, blanket exploded and Dad got cold feet. Hopefully you will all remember that. It's a very, very useful thing to remember. So we've done our sharps and flats. Hopefully you can answer all those questions on your sheet. And we come to our second thing, which is our rounds. So I would love to play now both rounds. We've learnt 2 so far, haven't we? Let's go back to herb round. And then we will do wildflower round. So pause the video until you've got your music ready and then we'll play them through. So hope you've paused the video and you've gone and got your music. So we've got herb round followed by wildflower round. I've got my metronome to make sure that we're all sticking together. Let's choose a different speed this week. I tend to choose the same speeds, don't I? So we're going to choose 108. So crotchet equals 108. 108 crotchet beats per minute. And here is her brand. I will count you in 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Straight on to Wildflower Round. Same speed, crotchet equals 108. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we're going to choose a different speed now. So the speeds marked on the music, for her brand it's crotchet equals 75. So let's try that. We're going to do it 4 times through this time. And I would love it if you could play it in a round with me now. So if I start it, you can come in on number 2 or number 3 or number 4. So it's quite a bit slower. 2 bars in, her brand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Great. So I left a bit of time there for those of you that started on number 4 to finish. And I hope that worked for you. It's so much slower, isn't it, than the first time we played it? I'm not sure which I prefer. I quite like it a bit livelier. But then the composer did say crotchet equals 75, so maybe we should play it like that. There's something for you to think about. Okay, so Wildflower Round is suggested at crotchet equals 84. So let's try that. Again, we'll do it 4 times, and I'd like you to try it in a round. So you can start at number 2 or number 3 or number 4, or you can keep rewinding the video and trying them all. And we talked about it, playing it from memory, didn't we? So if you can play it from memory, even better. Cover your music up. Let's have a go. 2 bars in. Wildflower round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Amazing. Did you notice my mistake? My memory slipped, and I played, instead of playing the first 2 beats of bar 1, I played the first 2 beats of bar 3 on one of those times. But it doesn't matter, does it? It still worked, it still sounded all right. Wonderful. So I want you to keep playing Herb Round and Wildflower Round. The notes for some of you might be really easy, but you can still work on technique. You can keep it legato, work on your bow hold, work on your vibrato, work on your left hand. It's okay to play things that are a bit easier for you, because you can always find better things to do to make it harder. Last week we started looking at Prairie Spring, another J. Ungar piece, and I gave you the music to the theme of that. So I'd love to play it through now. I've got my metronome in my ear at crotchet equals 92. So can we play from beginning? I'll give you 3 beats and 1 beat, and we come in on the 2nd beat. Remember, no open E's, and remember this sausage bowing for our... Okay? 1, 2, 3, 1. have sent you all the full version now, written out for violin and viola, and I would love you to choose a part, so you can play part 1 or part 2, or you can learn them both. It's absolutely fine. The tune splits between the two. They're pretty much even in difficulty and interest, so go with whichever one you fancy. And I want to talk to you about a different way of playing it. So Jay Ungar, in his recording, which you might have found on whatever music streaming device you use, he plays the first time through straight, but from the second time through he swings it. So that means if you're playing quavers, straight is as written, but if you swing it, it means you change it from quavers or eighth notes to crotchet quaver in a triplet like this. So straight, swung. So instead of it being like this, swung would be like this. Or something like that. Anyway, it's quite a relaxed kind of swing, very, very chilled, but it just gives it that, it gives it a different feel, doesn't it? It gives it more of a lilt. So I want you to decide which you prefer. So my recording on YouTube, I played it straight. I might record one with it swung, and then you can have a pick and see which one you prefer. I'm hoping now that your pieces are getting really good. So we've been doing them for 4 weeks now, and I hope you're finding time to practice. I know it's a weird time, isn't it? And we're not doing what we normally do, but hopefully you're finding some time to do some practice and learning your pieces. So we're going to talk about performing now. You're going to think about everything else: notes, rhythms, dynamics, musicality, storytelling, bowing, fingering, vibrato, good bow technique, remember this, good left hand technique, remember this. All those things that we have to think about constantly as a musician to make our sound the best. And now we're going to prepare it for performance. So I'd like you to arrange a performance in front of your family, either on Zoom or Skype or FaceTime, or just in front of your teddies or your dog or your cat or your goldfish or whatever, but something to perform to. And you can play your piece. You could also play Herb Round, Wildflower Round, whatever else you want to play. So you're going to think about, first of all, you're going to announce it. It's really important that you announce it clearly, and you do that. Here is Prairie Spring by Jay Ungar. And you take a deep breath, and you smile, and then you play. And you play to your best ability, because in your practice sessions, that's when you've learned your notes and your rhythms and everything else. And now it's just a time to play it to somebody else. That's all you're doing. And it doesn't matter if something goes wrong. Professionals go wrong. We do it. It doesn't matter. We play wrong notes, play wrong rhythms sometimes. We just don't do it very often because we've practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced to make it the best we can. So don't worry about it if something goes wrong. Just start again or miss it out or carry on, whatever. And then at the end, you're going to remember to take your bow, and you all remember what I say. I say hippopotamus in my head. That's the right time to take a bow. Hippopotamus. And then you stand up again. For goodness sake, don't say it out loud, because you look like a right plonker. Good. I would love to see videos of your performances on Flipgrid, or just send me some. I've had quite a few of you send me videos, which has been absolutely lovely. You've made my day. I'm so happy to see them. And the final thing, I've given you some theory again this week, and I can't find my sheet. I have given you some theory to do. Have a go at that. Again, I've sent you the answers. So see how you get on with that. There's loads more on my website. So let's have another time through as a finish this time. Together, instead of me playing you something, we're going to play Wildflower Round together. 1, 2, 3, 4...